Hey, so welcome to Area 51 Raceway. So I'm here today with the Policar that I got last week. I did an unboxing, and what I'm here doing today is tuning it for my track. So one thing that's nice about what Policar did is, as you can see on this guide, there's two holes in the front. Now this goes back to the set screw method that Harry talked about, doing it from the top. So I decided, hey, if Policar can do it, why can't I? So I got a slot invasion guide, and I did the same thing they did basically. Very simple to do. Now, you want to get a little small drill bit set. This would be smaller than what I used to tap the little hole. And they sell little taps from Amazon. And this tap should be for an M2 screw. I can't read it, but it is because I kind of checked it. And this is what I used to go through the bulkhead of this guide here. And all I did was pre-drill the holes and just did this gently in there to make threads. And then I used the supplied set screws that came with this card, or from the other guide, and simply just put them in there. Tighten that up a little. And it worked out really good. These are not going to come out. I pulled them and everything. Now they don't tin them from Policar at the little factory that they make these at. So I tinned these and did the same method and pinched them with my line pliers and did it like that so they could, have something to, so it could be flat. Now what I did do is put the braid in front of the wire, and then I pushed it in, and it's fine. It holds on. You could do that also. Works really well. Those are not going to come off. And then I got some Policar body screws to put on the car to see how it's going to do when I put the screws on, see how it goes. Now I've removed the magnet, and I'm just going to lube the car, and I may mess with the pot a little, I don't know. But what's nice also is that you could get yourself some tires and put them on here if you want to go with just replacing these tires, because these are just basically pushed and pulled on, these rear tires. And you could go this route if you want to set the car up more. Just get your Paul gauge tires, glue them on here, trim them, and then lock them on with the set screws that they give you, and off you go. Now I'm just going to use the stock tires because I don't have any Paul gauge tires in stock for this right now. I have to order them. But I'm going to lube this up, put the body screws, and we'll see how it does on the track with the removal of the magnet and with these little modifications I've done. Now, I've used the slot invasion guide for slotted cars, and then I used the copper tin braids to replace what came with there, because this is for my track I'm tuning it for. So, and then we got this to move back and forth the way we should. Had to make sure this operates smoothly. And we'll throw the body on and give it a whirl on the track, see what it does. Hey, greetings from Area 51 Raceway. We're here at the track with the Ferrari P4. We got it tuned. I did some different things, which I'll explain, but we'll let it run and see what it does. And we got, what's our lap count? 4.6. 4.6 flat. I'm not going too fast with this. Oh, we just as we're ready to cross the counter, it decides to come off. This has the tendency to whip around a lot because these tires to me aren't the greatest. They're the stock rubber tires. I highly recommend getting Paul gauge tires or NSR rubber. This thing will do a lot better. But I have what I have because that's what I have on hand with the car. So I trued these down. Not with my true, but the old sandpaper on the piece of track way. And then I also rounded the edges down because I see the edges also catch, believe it or not, and cause this car to kick out and come off the slot too. So make sure you sand the edges down on these tires. As you can see, it's doing pretty good, but it definitely needs a set of tires because it tends to slide a lot more. After a while, they'll start sliding more, and then you have to clean them. They get dirty pretty easy. I just finished cleaning my track, and see, like that.
I shouldn't be doing that, but just need to get a better set of tires, and I think it'll do a lot better than that. But hey, you know, it's a fun running car without a magnet. Took the magnet out, and that was the best thing. And the best time so far, best lap is 4.598. I keep kicking out there, just like that. I hate that. I definitely would change the tires on these. See if I get a better time. It's hard to concentrate talking while trying to get a good lap time. Let's see, went too much. Oh. Yeah, it slips a lot. Those tires are not really great, but it's what it came with. So again, as always, when you buy stock cars, you really have to, unless they're NSRs, you really have to get a good set of tires. But this is an excellent car. It's got an excellent value to it, and I'll explain the value on it. Let's see if we can get a little bit better time. Maybe not on this one. Alright, so best lap is 4.5. I know I could do better with some better tires, some Paul Gauge tires, trued, and glued on here. So one thing I want to cover about this car is now the added value of this car is getting the aluminum wheels for this, and here's why. The plastic wheels that go on this are pressed on. They're just pushed on. You just push them on by pressure and just pull them off. There's no grub screw holding them on. They're plastic wheels, and that's what comes with the car. If you intend on just running them, you know, with a magnet, then you could leave the plastic wheels in there. That's fine. The problem that you run into when you remove the magnet, now you're starting to actually use the rear of the tires to drive the car. The wheels will tend to walk off because when it comes around the corner, it's actually pulling the wheel out, you know, and eventually it'll just, they start moving. What's great about that is that they came with aluminum wheels, and that's the added value. I don't have to buy aluminum wheels. All you do is transfer the tire over. Your inserts pop out of this and pop into the aluminum wheels. Put them on the car, and away you go. That's really great. And since I put aluminum wheels and trued this best I could with these tires, it actually does a lot better than what it did with the plastic wheels. So I highly suggest the aluminum wheels to be put on. And if you remove the magnet, if you don't intend to, you know, you intend to just magnet race and just cruise around in it, then leave the plastic wheels on. If not, and you remove the magnet, definitely go with the aluminum wheels. So that's it from Area 51 Raceway. This is a real great car. I really enjoyed it. Again, my tuning was just, for my track, was changing the guide, changing braids. I didn't change the wires. I modified the guide so that's why I could use set screws, and I did it the way it came from the factory, which is drill 2 holes, small holes, and then tap the 2 holes and use 2 grub screws, and those are not going to come off, guarantee that, because and they work real well. And then I used some NSR body screws to get some float, which I probably need more float there, a little bit tight. Very little movement on the pod, maybe a quarter of a turn to make it loose, and I mean, that's it. I may tighten the pod and try it out to see if it does better, but you just got to tune it for your track and stuff. But that's it from Area 51 Raceway, and you guys take care as always. Have fun racing.